Hi, everyone. My name is Dana Gelsomino, and this is episode 21 of the Ask a Question Show, the show in which you ask a question about any type of narcissistic or otherwise abusive or toxic relationship or situation, and I, along with the rest of the community here, will do our very best to help answer it. Our goal is to give you the feedback and the support that you need so that you can move forward in getting the clarity, the closure, and the healing that you so deserve. And so today's question comes from Deb. Deb asks, Dear Dana, I know about narcissistic personality disorder, but I have trouble with the idea that they should be completely abandoned. What about compassion, understanding, and love without expecting anything in return? Okay, I freaking love this question. Like, love this question. I can't even tell you how much I really thought about this. I read and journaled and really took this to heart because you ask a really fantastic question. And okay, so this is what I came up with. I will be really curious to hear what the rest of the community came up with. Okay, so the first part of it, you have trouble with the idea that they should be completely abandoned. Well, keep in mind that manipulative people manipulate, and that's kind of how they get through. That's not kind of, that's how they get through life. And because of this, they already have a source of other people that they are already using. So you will never find a manipulative person totally alone. They will never be totally abandoned because there is no shortage of, unfortunately, kind, decent people out there that they can exploit. So they're not going to be abandoned, which is unfortunate. Unfortunate, really. Kind of in that context, I'd rather them not be using people, but that's what they do. So the second part is, what about compassion, understanding, and love without expecting anything in return? Okay, I think it's great that a person doesn't expect anything in return, especially from a manipulative person in a certain context, because you're not going to get it. So I think as soon as you realize, as soon as you make peace with the fact that, you know, you're not going to get compassion, understanding, and sincere compassion, sincere understanding, or sincere love back from them, then it's much easier to have true compassion, true understanding, and true love for a person like that, because you're not dealing with this illusion or delusion that they've presented to you. So a lot of people stay kind of tied in with these people because it's sort of like it's like this crazy toxic dance where they're going to pretend to want to change, or they're going to pretend to be this other person, and we're going to pretend that we believe that they're going to be this other person. And so there's no truth, there's no sincerity going on in this dynamic whatsoever. And so once we fully understand what they are and what they're about and what they're going to bring into our life, which is dishonesty and disrespect and chaos and hurt and heartache and disappointment, then we can act accordingly. So can you still give, and frankly, okay, so if you're in a relationship with somebody, you do need to have expectations. So it kind of depends on the dynamic that we're talking about here. So if you're talking about like a significant other, well, I guess, no, not even that. Like anybody that you have in your life to any capacity, friend, neighbor, church member, whoever it might be, child who is highly manipulative and exploits, and they lack empathy and they lack remorse and they're not set on changing. It's totally reasonable. It's part of having healthy standards and healthy boundaries to have expectations of, this is how I expect to be treated. And if you do not treat me this way, then to protect myself as a defensive maneuver, I have to cut ties with you because you are toxic to me. I can still wish you light and love, but from behind a closed door that I'm now going to nail shut, right? So I think that's kind of the difference. You can still, treat a person always with compassion and dignity, and always kind of take the high ground. It's hard to do, it's hard as hell to do, but you will feel much better about it. And so on that level, right? Like just like good juju wise, like you're going to feel better about it. Frankly, anything that you ever say to a manipulative person can and will be used against you. So you're really kind of protecting yourself also by being compassionate and treating them with dignity. And, there's no sense in holding on to that anger and having all of that tenseness, because they really enjoy that. It's all a game to them. So go ahead, have compassion and understanding and love, but within the context of having healthy standards and solid boundaries for people that are in your life, because there can be no forward momentum with people that are toxic, because they will eventually make you sick or kill you. That's how that works. So that is my answer. I will be curious to hear what everybody else has to say. As usual, any questions, comments, concerns, frustrations, ideas, insights, you need some support, you just want to say hi, I'd love to hear from you. My support group is now on my website, so please consider joining or at least checking us out. It'd be great to have you. And as always, lots of love to you guys. I love all of the beauty and the grace and just the awesome people that are here. So thank you so much for being such just an awesome part of the group and everything. I hate that we had to meet this way, but I'm glad that we did. So lots of love to you guys. You're not alone. You're not crazy, and you really can heal. Okay, take care. I'll talk to you soon.